Everybody, what's up? It's Chatty Ashley. So it is Taco Tuesday. Yes, we make tacos on Tuesday in this household. So it is a cool day in Daegu. It's pretty nice outside. I'm really happy. I'm able to wear my long sleeve shirt. Anyway, so today I thought I would share with you some of my worries and concerns that uh I don't really like this word, but nagged my husband about when we found out we were coming to Korea. So let's just get right into it. My number one concern was just being able to see my family. So a plane ticket from Korea back to the States can cost anywhere between $2,000. That round trip, but that's a lot of money. So there's not too many people who are willing to come see me or have the means to be able to come see me all the way out here in Asia. So I we put away a nest egg for me to be able to go home. That was definitely a part of the negotiation process of coming here to Korea. But it was definitely a big concern because I really love my mama. So it was important for me to be able to, to see her. And of course, there's other things that are involved in it. Like if people come to visit you, they have to have a passport, of course, they have to have the money. You might have to get like special permissions or memos or whatever, memorandums from, the unit or whatever, or whomever to get your spouse or not spouse, excuse me, your family members on post. So there's some things that go into it and I'll investigate further, but that was definitely a concern. And we alleviated that concern by putting away some money so I can go home next term. Next, passports. So we had to get government passports in order to come here. Um, that was fine and everything, but of course, they're government passports. They're not tourist passports. So you can't really use those passports to go to other parts of this continent. So we had to get tourist passports for the kids because we already have ours because we like to go to the island. Yeah. So if you want to travel with your whole family, you still need tourist passports for everybody. Okay. Next, I was really concerned about my hair, and I know that's kind of crazy, but I do my own hair, so it really shouldn't have been a concern. And I put very minimal products in my hair, but I was, just consumed with the thought that I wasn't going to be able to find black hair products. So PX has a bounty of supplies available for us. And I saw some coconut oil at the commissary for $15, and it was a very large jar. So all good with the hair care. And for those of you who don't do your own hair, talking to my sisters out there, I saw four braid shops on Suicide Alley. So you can get your hair braided down by four different stylists, and they always have somebody else working on your head. And I'm talking like four different shops. Okay. So you'll be fine. Don't worry about your hair, girls. And you can always, get your wigs imported. It's all good. I was concerned about clothes. I'm okay. I'm about 160. I got some hips on me. I got a little bit of ass, some thighs. So H&M is a store that's available here. It's one of the only not like it's not really an American store. It's really a European store, but we might be familiar with it. So it's one of the only familiar stores here in Daegu. So I fit about a size 12 there. But of course, Korean women are very petite, very small. So these hips are not fitting into their jeans. I may be able to wear some of their tops, but it's hit or miss. So I do a lot of my shopping online. I love Amazon. I got this off of Amazon. Oh Navy, not Target. Boo. I already mentioned it. Boo. Walmart. There are a lot of retailers who will ship here. Just know your sizes. Know yourself very well. And you could always, stock up. Like I did. I stocked up on something. Did I still order? Next, a job. I'm a teacher, so I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to find a job here. And USA Jobs has a fair amount of jobs, but it really depends whether or not you are qualified for those said jobs. There are some sort of jobs available at the commissary and at the PX, full time and part time. And then as far as teaching, the DLDEA, not hiring right now, but I will be checking back very frequently. And some people say it's hard to find a job. Some people say it's really easy to find a job because the turnover rate is so high every year, every 2 years. But I don't know. I mean, getting a military job or, excuse me, a government job is just, it's patience because even if you get an interview, you still got to go through background checks and medical screenings and just there's a lot of paperwork involved. So just be patient. Um, Tampons. Yeah. I stopped using them because I heard they were really expensive here. And they are. On the local economy, they are like $7, $8, $10 a box, which is a lot to me. But so I went ahead and swapped to the Diva Cup, which is working out fantastically. But you can find tampons at the PX or the commissary for the same price. So don't worry about those things, ladies. But the Diva Cup is nice. I was worried about making friends. I live off post, so I had to try a little bit harder, but I just say hello to people. I strike up conversation at the gym, really anywhere I go. And at the spouse orientation, I met some really good people. So, you have to just try a little bit harder, and it's really awkward and weird as an adult, because we're kind of like really know ourselves very well. And it's not like on the playground, oh, hey, you be my friend, but just be open. If you want to be social, if you don't, then just be you, whatever. But there are opportunities if you find them. I was worried about food. Food's great. Food's awesome. You can find everything you need at the commissary. Um, as far as on the local economy, food is delicious. Just try it. If you don't like it, fine. There's a Katusa snack bar on Henry and Walker, and it's delicious. One's a buffet, and the other one has like a menu, and they have specials, and they change it out or whatever. But it's so good, and it's a great way to introduce yourself to their food. So when you go out, you kind of know what to order. Um, there's a cool website on Facebook or a group. It's called Daegu Eat, I think. And people post pictures and of locations and of food choices from different restaurants around Daegu that might be appealing to you. So that's a really neat website that I like, or group that I like. Food's great. Chopsticks, haven't got that down yet, but I'm working on it. The weather. So of course, we found out in the winter that we were coming here in the summer. So I went ahead and started stalking the weather. And yeah, it gets cold here. And I'm from Iowa. And so I know cold and I don't like cold. So I went ahead and prepared myself by buying buku amounts of sweaters, um, and a winter jacket and some nice boots because I don't like to be cold. I heard that it gets cold around November and it lasts for a little bit. I heard we don't get snow here, but it has happened, but it does get cold. So be prepared for that. You will be cold. Oh, yeah. I just get cold thinking about it. Next, um, I was worried I'd be bored. Like, I like to plan. Like, here's my planner. Yeah, and how pretty it is. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. But see, blank. I was worried I'd be bored. So you have to find things for yourself to do to stay busy. If you're one of those people who likes to be busy. So just put yourself out there, get yourself out there, find things to do. There's a really neat magazine called The Outlook that has everything you need to know in there, from volunteering to the CYS to the books, the not the bookstore, the library, movies that are going to be being played, community festivals. The AFN network has a radio station called 88.5. They're on constantly, and they're always putting information out about things to do, and they play some really good jams. Thumbs up to them. I was worried about the culture, specifically just being black. I saw one of my friends. She was just standing there in the subway, and this lady just started like touching her hair, like petting it. She didn't know, so I just like told the lady like in my sign language, I would, but she stopped. But really, besides that, I really haven't seen or felt any degree of racism here. And maybe it would be different if I was out there on the local economy trying to find a job, more out there in that community. But as far as within the military community, I have not felt anything. I mean, people are super nice. Like everyone's nice. Like no one is thinking about me. When I walk from my apartment over to the gym, like no one's thinking about me. They in their own world. They're trying to go to work or school or whatever, but no one's thinking about me. So that was a very invalid uh fear and anxiety of mine. This the culture is so nice and respectful. So no problems, none at all. I have noticed that with my stepchildren that they are fascinated with them because they're white. They're just like staring at them and fawning over them, and trying to let them sit down next to them on the subway. Um, go on the subway, you're supposed to like reserve or any mode of public transportation, you're supposed to save the seats for the elderly. They're like, oh no, come. So it's really cute. I take no offense to it whatsoever. So those are just some of the fears and anxiety that I had before I came here, and they have all been solved. Everything's good. All good in the hood. Oh, one last makeup. Didn't think I'd be able to find makeup, so I poured up on it. Yep, I bought everything. And the the PX has some makeup, so you can find some stuff. Iman, Wet and Wild, maybe some Revlon. You can find MAC on the local economy, but it's way more expensive. So I do think it is a good idea to find your shade before you leave the state. And no, you will probably get darker because it's hot as hell over here. But you'll get there's makeup here, but you're gonna pay more for it, so it doesn't hurt. Makeup has such a long expiration date for you to throw anything away. So just go ahead and stock up, or have a good friend send you some shit. So anyway,